Hi, I'm Gina.
And I'm Roy.
And this is Great
RV Adventures.
We got it. Hey, what do you expect for the first video?
Yeah, no bells and whistles here.
No bells and whistles, and no fancy photography video stuff like other YouTubers have, because we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
We're not there yet, but we will be. But we did want to just hop on here and say welcome to our channel. And we just moved out of our sticks and bricks and into and into an RV.
A Class C RV.
A Class C RV, full time.
And for those of you who are wondering, yes, it is possible.
Yes, and we're going to show you how.
She's going to show you how.
We don't know how we're going to show you yet, because we are not there yet, but we are going to show you.
Guys, I can just say that you have to be the ones to downsize your life first. But bring your tools, because you can lose clothes, you can't lose your tools.
Yes, and we've already had to use tools, sadly, but apparently that's the industry, so, right?
Yeah.
Get an RV, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
You'll never not have a day to tinker.
Yes. So, our first park is Medard.
Well, I thought we were going to start from the beginning.
What's the beginning?
Okay, so we moved out of the house last week.
Yes, it's only been a week.
It was a very chaotic time. We didn't have as much time to plan for the exit as we thought. With the housing market here in Florida, and I'm sure in other parts of the country, the house sold really fast, and they wanted to close quickly. And our RV wasn't ready, to say the least.
Yes, let's just say that.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, in the time that we got the RV,
we only had 2 days,
yeah,
basically.
we only had a few days.
So it was tight.
Some stuff went into storage, a lot of stuff was donated, and a lot of items were sold.
We did make a little bit of cash, but then the rest of it had to be like thrown, like almost literally, into the RV last minute. So,
which is the fun part, because now she gets to organize it all.
So yeah, and I wasn't even there for some of the throwing for the very last part of it. So because mainly it was a bunch of my stuff, and yeah, I'm still working. So, but we did have my daughter that helped us, and a neighbor. Thank you, Christine. Oh my gosh.
And thank you, Sydney.
Oh yes, so we could not have done it without their help. So, but yeah, it was a little bit chaotic. Our first night was horrible.
Well,
it was horrible.
I wouldn't say it was horrible.
It was horrible.
I hope it's the worst night that we have in the RV. So what we ended up doing was staying last minute at a Lazy Days RV spot.
Yes. We rolled in there like at 11 o'clock at night.
Partly because I was adamant about having the locks changed on the RV, and Gina was calling around to different locksmiths, and finally one responded. And if they actually understood what they were doing or what we were requesting, they probably wouldn't have done it. But they just happened to have the type of lock that would work for the RV for all the undercarriage. So all those locks, because they're universal for the most part. We didn't want universal locks.
No.
So it was a bit pricey.
But we probably, like you said, wouldn't have even been able to get it done had they known what they were actually doing. So we kind of feel like we got a deal.
Well, yes, and my biggest thing is what I can actually go to sleep, because for the last few nights just wasn't sleeping with the stress of getting everything out of the house, getting it ready.
Well, there were many things.
The house wasn't exactly in the condition I would like it to be in for the new homeowners to move in. My previous industry was in real estate. Gina actually works in real estate in some regards. We wanted to do more for the people who are moving in, but we just didn't have the time.
We didn't. We were rushed, which is unfortunate.
Yes.
It added to our stress. Butterfly.
So we went to Lazy Days, and we had power, we had water.
Full hookups.
Yeah, we had full hookups. But we didn't have we didn't have anything we needed. We didn't have the adapter for 30-50 amp. We didn't have the surge protector, so instead of chancing it by plugging in, we just didn't plug in. So for the first night out on a $60-70 fee, we basically boondocked.
It was pricey for a boondock, but thanks, and bless you.
Allergies.
the reason that that they charge so much is because they have a lot of amenities there. There's a pool, and they have activities for the kids and all kinds of other things that we're not interested in. But again, we were desperate. We needed, didn't we get water there?
We were exhausted.
No,
we weren't thinking right.
Yeah.
Our second night was a much more comfortable
Yes.
night.
Oh, and then
experience.
also to make it like horrible the first night, we had to sleep on the
Oh, yeah.
dinette area together. Because there wasn't room up above, and there was a bunch of crap on the bed. Like literally, it was
just too exhausted.
There was stuff everywhere. We couldn't do it.
Just too exhausted to get everything ready.
Yeah.
So we tried our best to sleep. I mean, we did.
We didn't really sleep, but we did lay down.
Yes. So it took a good 3 to 4 days to recoup from that. But the next night we were at Bass Pro Shops over here in the Brandon area,
And we boondocked again.
and that time we were more prepared for it, and it was very nice. It was so nice.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
It was actually like it's been getting every night. Our sleeping's getting better because we're getting more comfortable with it.
Yes.
Mainly because this is so exciting for us.
Yeah.
It's exciting for Gina for her reasons. It's exciting for me for my reasons. I mean, look at where we are. We're in this beautiful park. That's not ours. That's ours. You know, we're in a park that's literally minutes from the house that we just moved out of, and
We didn't even know there was camping here, so.
yeah, I've been coming to this. Well, I stopped coming when I was a kid, but I came here as a kid. Never knew there was camping here. And in my family, we did do camping, tent camping. We didn't really have an RV, but you know, we lived on property. We did our camping, and then we did camping in other places. So my dad was more of an outdoor person. So was my mom. And so when Gina found this place the other night,
It was lucky.
we found a reason to stay longer.
We did. So it's a first come first serve. It is a county park, but it is really nice here. The spots are nice, and they all come with a picnic table and a fire pit, which this guy loves.
Yes, been using.
Yes, we've definitely been using it, and we actually had a cold spell here, so it's been kind of nice, and so it's been extra nice for the fire too. But so there's 42 spots available, and like I said, first come first serve. And when you come in, you tell them how many days you plan to stay, and then if you want to extend your stay, you just have to go up to the office before 11 o'clock in the morning, which is when checkout is, and then you can extend your stay. And we've done that twice now because our plans keep changing. But
For the better.
yeah, it's a nice park. So the it does have a bathhouse also, which I've utilized a couple of times to wash my hair because
We're still
we're in an
learning the
RV,
capacity of
so.
our gray tank.
yes. And what else? But so the pluses are, you know, it's small, so it's
That's a her plus.
It's a no. The park is small.
Oh,
The
I thought
park
you meant the
sites-
RV. Okay.
No. The park sites are small, so that's kind of nice. It's relatively quiet here. It's very woodsy.
It's Easter weekend and it's relatively quiet, and there's a lot of
Yeah,
people here,
there
so
are a
that's a
lot.
good sign.
Yeah, we're in the back. We're in with the campers though, so it's kind of cool.
Well, I mean, as far as campsites go, because there's more people here
Well,
now
yes,
than there
yes.
were when we first got here. And,
True.
And we're at the tail end of Easter weekend.
Yeah. A big downside is gators.
Well, that's not a downside. You're not going to go swimming in the water anyways.
No, but still, like, if people are like really freaked out about gators, I mean, they have.
Well, don't put it in their head. Just when you go for a walk, make sure you carry a bright light.
If you go at dark,
Stay on the trails.
Yes.
Stay away from the water. Unless you know how to be around the wildlife, just don't go near the water. Don't go on the dock. They will see your light and they will swarm to it. Now, when you're on the dock, that's fine. They're not going to bother you as much because you're higher up than they can relatively get to.
right?
That's when you walk off the dock.
Yeah.
You're on a bit of a peninsula and they can easily get up to there. So if they're following you, make sure you turn your light off. See what's in front of you first. Make sure there's no gators. Turn your light off because the light does attract them.
Yeah. But we did walk out there. I walked out during the day, and then we walked out one night, and they were everywhere. You can see their eyes, and we're watching them floating along. You know, it was pretty cool. you
They
know,
were cool.
since they couldn't get us. That was cool.
And it was a gorgeous night because, you know, we're still in the part of the county, you know, being in the city area, you have all the light pollution. It's hard to really see the night sky. Now, granted, we're not that far away from the city, but it was a lot nicer to be able to look out and see the night sky.
Yeah, it's very cool. So, we have neighbors pulling in, so we don't know how to edit out noise yet. So it's staying in. So
it's a process that we're going to learn.
We're learning. We're newbies.
Right now, we're just going to make the video simple. We're not going to show a bunch of stuff. We're just going to tell you
we
where
do
we
have
are.
pictures that we'll share on Instagram.
On our Instagram page.
Yes.
And also we're going to put in the description this park's information in case anyone wants to come check it out.
Yes,
it's
definitely.
as of today, April 4th of 2021,
Yes.
it's $24 a night.
Yeah, 24.
For
So that's
water and...
for full hookups.
Well, no.
No. Okay, that's right. For water and electric.
Water and electric,
then they
and
have
then
a dump.
there's a dump station on the way out.
Yeah, there's a dump station.
And just the campground alone is enough to be here.
It is. It is really nice for, like, even if you just have to stay overnight. It is...
It's easy to get in with a Class A. There have been at least 4 Class A's. I don't know the full lengths of them. In fact, just to the left of us, there's 2 campsites that get a lot of the Class A's. They've been easy to pull in and then back up. And there's on all the bends, they seem to be to where you can just back in easily. So Class A's don't seem to be having too much of an issue. And there's a lot of fifth wheels in here as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So I mean, you always check with the park to make sure that there's no limitations that would keep you.
Right.
But, you know, for a county park here in Hillsborough County, this is one of those hidden nuggets because the other parks I know of are more popular. They're full. They're I wouldn't say constantly full, but they're harder to get in than this one here. Of course, this is a county park. I know about the state parks in Hillsborough County.
Well, and the other plus to this particular park is that it's just, I think it was like 10 miles, 10 miles, 6 miles, between 5 and 10 miles to, you know, grocery shopping and hardware stores and food places, fast food places.
We're on the outskirts of a small city, so you're not far from amenities.
Right. Yeah.
And
so it's close by, and it's a straight shot too. I mean, this is off kind of a back road, and
she says easy. State Road 60 in this section is the reason why you boondock or camp, because it's a heavy road.
Well, but
so just be mindful of rush hour traffic.
Yes. So, but getting there from the park is easy because on this stretch of 60, there's not a lot of traffic. Getting into town, yes, there will be a lot of traffic, but it's still doable, and even just to get out of town, it's another like 8 miles, I think, to the interstate. So you're about 20 miles off the interstate, I guess. But
which isn't really that far when you think about, because it's a wide road, long stretch. Yeah. State Road 60 goes across Florida, it ends in Daytona-ish. And the other thing is that you have a town this way and you have a town that way.
Yes,
so
that's true.
You can't fail.
That's true.
And you have a town that way, and then you don't have a town that way.
No, not that way.
You have a convenience store that way.
Yeah, and a post office.
And a small little post office.
If you need a post office. So, but yeah, so our goal is to, travel and kind of hang out at places a little bit longer than we've been here. This was just kind of our transition park. But we are headed out in the next day or so, and we'll definitely keep you up to date. We plan to do, check out the area and really get to know it instead of just spend like a week or two and, just rush in and rush out, because we really want to enjoy this awesomeness. I mean, I saw a cardinal this morning on the table. I got all excited looking out the bathroom window.
I heard a woodpecker last night. So one of the things that Gina hinted at is that for about a year now, we've been watching other people on their channels and their experiences, and they've been doing a lot of great stuff.
We've watched a lot of YouTube videos on RVing.
It doesn't make us experts. We just wanted to see what the lifestyle was like for some people, to see where we fit into it.
We have learned a lot, though. I mean, we're grateful for that information, absolutely, and we're hoping that we give a little bit different perspective, especially since we're in a Class C and we haven't really seen a lot of videos with people in a Class C. So,
well, they're out there. It's just, you know, we tend to follow the same people because they're the ones showing the excitement out there that we're seeing lacking in other videos. Plus, they're in our age group, you know, so the relatability factor is there.
yes.
But what we haven't seen is that, you know, one of the things that we want to do that's different is that we became a part of a work camping group. Our goal is to, like Gina said, you know, stay and explore. We're looking to be in an area for 4 to 6 months, maybe longer. So that gives us a true amount of time to actually explore, find out about the area, learn about the history.
Yeah.
You know, really get to know people that we're going to meet along our travels.
And so we're gonna take you along with us, and you know, show you the hidden gems that we know are out there.
I mean, this one's in our backyard, and
And we didn't even know about it. It's pretty crazy.
it's awesome.
So anyway, I think that's good for our first video, right?
Well, it's 15 minutes long. I'm sure people have turned on bored out of their mind right now, especially the family.
But we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel.
Like and follow and share.
Like, yes. All that
Let's
good,
just give them the nose they need to know.
all that good stuff. It would really help us out, and we want to help other people. So, yeah, definitely share the video too.
And check out in our description. We're going to put information about the park the best we can.
Yeah.
And we're also going to put a link to the Instagram, so go ahead and follow us on that as well.
Yeah, great.
And
Well,
also, it doesn't cost you anything. And I promise we'll make it entertaining.
oh yeah, we have ideas. You're going to be entertained. We promise.